Are we here? Are we good? Is the music annoying yet? I forgot to post time live on the Blue Sky. And now a cat wants my attention. Hello, cat. This is a bad time to seek attention. I am sorry. It hurts. What? I fed you. You have food and water. I know you want cuddles, but you want perpetual cuddles, and I cannot give those as much as I would like to. Ow. Ah. You're just gonna stare at me the whole time, and as soon as I look away, claw on my shoulder again. Yep. And you're just gonna stare at me. You're not even gonna meow for the other people to hear you and be adorable. I see how it is. I see how to. Ah! Now you're in front of my computer. This is going to go great. Oof. Oof. Okay, we're almost there. I promise. A few other things. What am I even doing? Now the cat's over my keyboard because that's where my hands were. And we'll be live. We'll try this for about 2 hours, I think. We'll see how that goes. Alright, double check is my is. Okay, hello friends, old and new. This is Tobias of Tantalus here once again. And we are gonna be doing some arting today. That's the kind of thing I've been wanting to do for a little bit. So far, stop chewing on the keyboard, cat. Okay, well, you're just gonna be about the whole stream, aren't you? Probably. This is something I've been thinking about starting, because I do like doing art. And I don't know, a lot of my friends stream doing art, and thought it'd be fun to show you some of my own process. So I did put a post on Blue Sky asking for suggestions, and the main one that came up was some kind of summer beach swimsuit theme, which I figured I could do. I actually did this one like a couple years ago, or was it even just last year? I forget already. Dropped my stuff. Which I did like all of the swimsuit that I designed for each of the characters. Although I feel like in the actual picture, you couldn't see them quite as well as I would like, just in the design. So I was thinking about redrawing some of them anyway. Previously I had gotten this one done, which is like, but today I think we are going to look at draw Umi in her swimsuit in the middle there. See if we can get that done in 2 hours time. But although I am in Procreate, that isn't usually the first step in my process. And I'm gonna hide this real quick. I don't think I have anything doxing on my iPad, but we'll be safe. We'll be safe. So the actual first step is in the Posit app. Now you're chewing on my iPad. That's the wrong thing for you to chew. Most of the stuff around here is the wrong thing for you to chew. I'm sorry. If I can give you scratches. If I do that, you're just gonna want more, probably. Which is not conducive to my efforts. Now you got hair everywhere. Good job. But anyway, we are going to start with posing our figure. Which we'll start with was. So everyone start with her. Kind of get some decent lighting set up, what have you. And she is kind of shy, so thinking about giving her a subtle pose. I think that's the closest preset you have to what I'm looking for. I think I will kind of bring her arms around here, and before I forget, I'm gonna save this camera angle so we can come back to it. To like turn her around. And these are going to be behind her back so we don't actually need to pose her clasping. That foot up a little more. Tilt the head a little. Whoa, not like that. Might want this other hand a little further back this way where it was. And once we have that, we take a screenshot. Bloop. And then we head back to, that's actually, I'm gonna save this scene real quick. Probably could have shown that. Either way, the app does have a tendency to like to close on me and doesn't always save the latest stuff I've been doing. So, still gotta be sure to save. Anyway, and then we'll come in here, insert a photo. There we go. Make that a little bigger. Give a little space. Make sure we can add in hair and everything that's gonna have some volume outside of the base figure. Try to give it all this. Get rid of all that. Okay. And now for the back pose. I do have to adjust things a little bit. Undo that. Put that where it is. Can you rotate? Ooh. And that looks clunky. Also save this camera angle. And for this, we'll put her hands in front of her. Actually, we want to rotate her a little. This one. Kind of have her looking back over her shoulder at us. Might even move the shoulders a little bit. A cutesy little pose. I don't want to have to deal with the hand. I think that's good. Taking that screenshot. You can also this in case we need to mess with this again and it disappeared. Oh, I didn't turn that off. Oh well. Hey, pushing all the wrong buttons. I always hit gallery, when I'm trying to add a picture. It's like, oh yeah, look at your photo gallery. That makes sense. Probably even bring the canvas in a little bit at this point. I don't think we need this one, but this one, we'll keep that last one just in case. Can merge those. Make it a little transparent. And then a new layer on top to draw on. Oh, come on. And now we start tracing out the character. Just a big. Let's start around with the head here, because do that. We made that too big. Actually, maybe you want to dig in a little bit. I feel like I'm having more trouble than usual, and I don't know why. There, now the cat wants out. There you go. I don't know, I guess somehow I'm most comfortable doing vertical strokes up and down, so I do tend to shift and rotate the canvas a lot. Hope that doesn't bother anybody. Put the eyebrow right there. Little eyelash on the end. Actually, I may not even do that. I may have just facing pretty forward. So I may just make a little triangle under the nose right there. Why is my erase transparency not working? Why is that? Oh. Oops. What is happening? I don't even know. I don't even know, you guys. It's fine. Alright, then we'll come down to the shoulder. These mannequins do end up with rather thin limbs, so don't trace those quite as exact. I usually leave an inch or so along the outside. Ambron undulator, yes. I have had times where I just start drawing on the reference and then that doesn't work out the way I want. Be sure to mark kind of where the ankle is and where the toes start. That's not going to be as apparent once we get rid of the reference. You can see how much I like my undo button. And just say, let's try that again. I'll give her a little smile. Now we can move over to the other side. Come on. Might be having trouble because I just replaced the nib. Thought it was wearing out, but maybe I like the rougher texture. Your shoulders are raised a little bit, so they would have a little bit more texture and lineage than maybe if they were resting normally. I should probably have some kind of music playing. I'll be sure to do that for next time. What was I doing? I was trying to get on here. And someone replied to my thing, just a bot being like, pay attention to me. I don't think I will. I'm doing a bad, you guys. I'm actually not. I think this is going fairly well. It is being slightly frustrating, though. Why did I include hands and feet? That was my first mistake. Make sure to do the face here. Eyelash. Actually, we are going to take that, lower it down just a little, so we can give her kind of a squinty smile. I want it to almost like bulge a bit where the eye is. Nope. Get the underside as well. I don't know if I fully like that. We'll mess with it a little later. Whoop. So then we're actually going to take this one. Burp, burp. Oh, we cut off Celeste. Actually, we can cut off Destiny too. And I might actually even bring back this to see exactly what we're doing along the body. And add a new layer to the clothing. So the purple part is going to actually curve around the chest, kind of like that. Come down there. Around here and around there. Oh yeah. Like so, and then you have a little white stripe. This is actually going to curve a little tighter around the chest. Okay, I think I like that. yours has the kind of crescent moon shape. Raise that up a little. Has it been an hour already? How about that? And I'm gonna actually put this on a different layer so I can maybe mess with it more if I need to. And she has kind of little tassels. That's probably what we can do is poke it out just barely and then draw around it. Connecting back to the top. I don't think I did that well for this, but in general, that's how you can draw a fabric around someone. Like around a sleeve or a pant leg or whatever. I think that turned out okay. I think I just made it too rounded, which gives the impression of a thicker fabric, which this is definitely supposed to be thin and sheer. Anyway, now we can get to the back side. Curve kind of below the shoulder, like that. So this is gonna go down, the white is gonna curve below the shoulder. Yeah. Curve it just a little bit steeper. Where does that come out? Right there. The lower bust line. I think that's it. And kind of just smooth that line out a bit. Why did I have to curve the shoulders and complicate everything? It's fine. I do this to myself. This is just gonna come up under the arm. I think this needs to swoop lower. Now what am I doing? I have this line literally right here showing me what to do. I tend to forget my 3D models have more references built into them than just general body shape. Anyway, like I can use them for the contour lines. Or even like if I use this for shading, telling me where shadows should go. It's in there. You just gotta use it. There we go. I think I am happy with that. Welcome back, everybody. This crescent shape, of course, kind of curves around the butt. Oh, just look for liquefy. Of course I'm looking for liquefy. That's what I'm always looking for. Okay, I actually think that arc is right, but this one should just start narrowing a little sooner. Maybe? I'm having trouble interpreting my own designs. Or start again. Hello, Creepy Cat. Katsuki? Is that how you say that? How are you doing today? I'll be honest, I don't. I forget I also stream to YouTube. But welcome in all the same. What am I doing? I'm looking for my liquify brush. We're just drawing some of our characters in swimsuits. And trying to figure out exactly how these shapes work in anatomy. Like that? Think like that? Do we need to raise up this side? No. If we do, we would just need to raise up the very edge. I think that's it. What's that supposed to be? Higher? Need to use the references. Oh, last time. That. So this one should actually come out of the side about right there. And that's about out the side, so that's gonna be like right there. So like that. I think like that. Again, I just do this to myself, picking difficult angles. It's actually what I'm going to do. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, sorry. Copy that. Paste it. No, it's just a much more shallow curve than that. Because you can see it coming right out above the hips, right there. So this, it hits right there. This feels like it's taking longer than it should strictly need to. I guess that's right. I keep wanting it to come to a point, but it only comes to a point really around the front. Even along the sides. Like up to up to like this point right here. Oh, we're doing all this, huh? We tried to just lift that up a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going crazy. Swell of the back is right here, so that should definitely be the midpoint. I'm thinking about this too hard. I just have to keyframe it. Two sides come down like that, meet at the midpoint right there. Yeah. I think what's throwing me off is that the swimsuit would normally curve around the leg a little bit more. I had that on this there, didn't I? This may curve a little more taut. Yeah. We are going to call that good. And she... You can also see how much time I spend just hitting the wrong buttons. Something like that. And it has been an hour. I think I'm actually going to need a break. We we got the swimsuit line work done. I think I'm pretty happy with. But I am gonna take a 10-minute break. I'm gonna get some water and just. I've been staring at the screen a lot today, so take a quick break. I'll be back in like 10 minutes or so. Feel free to take a break yourself. Do whatever you need to do. Feel free to leave if it's your time. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay. Should be back. Should be good now to go for a bit longer. How are you all doing? Where were we? I think I was about to just give her some hair. And add the rest of the character details themselves. Got a kind of swoosh here. The hair always sits an inch or so above the head. Curves into the midpoint where it has a little bump until it. Right. Actually, we're gonna add the rest of the front of the hair first. What do I do her hair? Got a little thing that doesn't look right somehow. Does it bang? Does it go the other way? Yeah, I could probably just look at my own references. I got rid of all the other ones, didn't I? No, not gallery. Here. Add. Insert photo. How did that go? Swoosh, and then a little swoosh the same way that curves down into the tuft around the ear. Okay, I should probably just turn this back on. I think that was my problem. Oh, okay, yeah, that one. I'm still seeing this as profile when it is actually still at an angle. So it's gonna probably swoosh around there, top there, and then the ear tufts are gonna start like right here. So she probably has a little bit around her neck right there. Which then that. Actually, yeah, now I'm seeing that. It's not quite right either. This should go further back to like right there. And then this tuft can bump around to there. And then we can get around the body layer. Get rid of that. And actually, we can even keep the eyebrows for expression. But the hair will cover up her eye right there. And speaking of eyes, what are those? Yeah, that was about right. Yeah. And then this one should just be straight on. Make sure I'm on the right layer again. Gonna swoop around to like 2/3, and that comes around. You can see a little from the back around there. And then this is what I was trying to do, give the little tuft, and then that curves right around to the ear. Try to get the rest of the head, but keep that ear, because I did draw it on the same layer. Whether that's a mistake or not, who knows? Who knows? Actually, we'll just get rid of that. Then we'll finish giving her eyes. Actually, is that how I want to do that? Maybe not. I'll keep those there for now, but I think in the end, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to have that line outline. I think that's going to come in when I do coloring. And I'm just going to color in the pupil. The pupil of the iris, and then the whites are also just going to be colored. And then that's where it ends, you know? Is there anything else I need to think about? Oh, she needs her tattoo. I always have trouble drawing the tattoo. So what we're going to do, just come over to this one I have. Ooh, I'm going to copy that. And paste it right in. Nope, yeah, right there. Let's curve around the eye. And, yeah, that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Might erase what's under the hair. change the color. I do have it a slightly different color, so it's basically a black tattoo. Just so that when we actually color in her dark hair, that still shows. And likewise, we're gonna come over here, put that down. And then this one we may need to distort a bit though. Drag, 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 drag. Thank you. And even probably where it's kind of over the ear, curves around her cheek like that. Probably combine those layers. We can probably combine these layers. Then below all those layers, we add another layer. So we can start drawing, or coloring. Actually, no, that's not gonna work. I have tried setting the layer to as reference. And that's the kind of thing you can do where it will take all the lines of that layer as like the boundary for fill and things. But it only seems to still select, let you select one layer for that. I think in Clip Studio you can select multiple layers, so you can basically combine all the line work and it will fill as though it's they're all drawn on the same layer, which is nice. I haven't figured out exactly how to do the same thing in Procreate though. All that to say, I'd still have to like manually outline these colors. Which feels like there should be a more efficient way to do this with technology and everything, but is what it is. Well, I say is what it is while also saying there's probably a better way, and I shouldn't settle for this. This one up. Grab her skin tone. Which I think I'm actually just going to put on a layer underneath. And we're back in ads, but I'm still just going to be doing this. I can just swoop that underneath there. She's gonna look spooky for a little bit until we get her eyes done. Don't worry about that. And actually, this would be colored into. We'll add a little texture, because I imagine it as like a kind of mesh fabric. And this one we can pull all the way across. Do-whoop. And we're back. Welcome back. We're still just coloring. Just outlining and filling. And then her hair is this not quite black. Which I'm doing on the same layer as the skin. That's okay. Oops. cheek itches right next to my mic. Actually, we're just gonna fill in this whole eye. And then we are going to use our favorite light brush to give her a little, too big, so, a little streak in her hair. That might even be a little bit too big. Got one on her bangs, and just a bit at the nape of her neck. Forgot to color in that hair. We're still using a light brush. We're still using a tiny brush. We're now using a light brush. Come back here, grab her eye color. Add that in. Eyes may actually have to be on this layer. We're still using a light brush. Go back to Theot. I'm actually just going to... Actually, do I want to do that yet? Maybe not. And then we're just going to take the same color, except a much darker. I may actually do this in a couple layers. Do I want it quite that dark? Should I lighten it a little bit? I think that one's good. I guess could have done this either way, since they're on different layers. But I'm gonna copy this and just paste it over here. Even though we're erasing most of it anyway. Her skin looks very pasty. Is it always that color? No, if it, actually, I shouldn't be showing that. Those are spoilers. But yeah, this other picture I did. Well, not quite that. Now she looks sunburned. Like that. I think I like that. Now we can do the fancy rendering on the eyes. I should combine those. I'm going to select this. And a soft brush. Get just a little bit of gradient. And then I'm going to take another layer. And do the opposite. I'm gonna lighten that up pretty bright. And add less than that. Okay, maybe more than that. Add a little bit of shine to the bottom. A little spot of shine in the corner. Maybe another spot over here. Give it a little shine over here. I like that, so I'm going to combine all those. Then one thing I don't want to forget, which I tend to forget sometimes, we're going to take this darker inner iris color and just give a little rim of darkness around the outside. It adds just that extra little bit of contrast. It really makes them pop, you know? You know? Anyway, that's my current method. For rendering eyes. There may be some way I could add more steps to it, make them more detailed, but for the time being, that's working for me. Gonna come in here with more soft brush. A bigger soft brush than that. Maybe even the smaller one. A little bit of darkness to her hair. Actually, what we should do, again, this won't work quite as perfect. Automatic. Select the hair. Then we can change layers. And add the dark in there. It's subtle, especially on her dark hair, but I think it adds a certain amount. I'm even going to merge those. This is getting later. Maybe I'm doing too much detail and shading. What I am going to do though, to add another layer. For these sheer fabrics. Which, yes, are supposed to be kind of see-through, but that's why we just take the layer itself and adjust the transparency a bit, or opacity, as the digital call it. This one actually gonna make a bit more of a gray in this area around the waist here. And honestly, while I have it, because it may be difficult to select, not terribly difficult, I just have to change the opacity again to color pick the same color off of it. Because if I try to color pick with the transparency, then it's just going to give me that orangey color. Let's see, I'm trying already. Wait, where's my history? You're supposed to... I'm supposed to have a color history. Okay, well, I guess I'm doing this anyway. What's that, 56? Oh, it's literally just white. I could have... Okay. Hang on. Do as I say, not as I do. Or don't even do as I say, if it doesn't make sense, because I don't know what I do. What's that, 57? I'll leave it at 55. And the cat came back. Hello, kitty. This is the only time I wish I had a camera set up. So you can all see the cat. Yep. Hello. Cat getting in my way. It's good content, you know. People love seeing animals being a butt, even though we love them anyway. He's trying to rub my face, which just bumps into the microphone. Now he's in front of the iPad. I'm too practiced with this exact scenario. Might have been fun to at least. Ooh, missed a spot somewhere. Somewhere on the face here. I can't see cat. I cannot see. And it'd probably be good to have my reference show what I'm drawing. And you can see all the spots where I missed the outline. I know I don't give you enough love and attention, do I? I really don't. I should probably work on that. just becomes a tricky, because, you know, petting the cat is a full-time activity. Can't do as much while doing something else. You'd think you could pet him while, like, watching a movie or something. But then he just stands in front of the screen. I could theoretically use the argument he's not even my cat, he's my sister's cat. I didn't choose him. But that's mean because I do enjoy having him in the house. So I get the benefit. I should accept some of the responsibility. Even if I am a lazy bum who really does not have the attention or the energy to have a pet of my own. And again, it's somewhere. It's also possible I didn't actually miss a spot, but just some of Procreate's computing between the colors gets weird if I draw underneath another color, because some functions do that. Like if you're doing something purely in black and white, like line work, and then you mask part of the line work, then try to select a section, then it would just say, but there's nothing there to select. It's just a bug that they never fixed. Oh, right. I still need to add inside here. That if you add a little bit of color, to said line work and make this selection again, then it will work. The little transform box will be just around the color, but as you move it around, it'll move the whole selection. So funny things like that, you know. I had hair and skin on the same one. And this isn't a huge picture. It really doesn't have the same limitations. Doesn't have like the same layer limit a larger picture might have in Procreate. So it's not necessarily a reason why I always have to combine and use less layers. It's really an organization thing, instinctually. Did a little extra right there. And right there. Ooh. There goes the cat again. Cat, I can't see what I'm doing. Not that you understand that, you just know that's where my hand is, and so that's where you need to nudge if you want touch. I really should have a color history there, though. Is it because I'm in landscape? I have it locked in landscape. Oh yeah, look, there it is. What was I looking for? I was looking for this one. Oh, never mind, I don't need to do that. There's that right there. And we'll bring back the background. Come over here with this darker color we used. Actually, before, I'm just gonna stroke that so that's back in the top of my color history. But then I'm going to here add a little bit of gradient. And then, what am I doing? Color Street, the one I just saved. Did I end up? Yeah, that ended up coloring on that mask too. I'll have to draw that back, color that in again. Anyway. The blue one. And little shines. And that. Come back to this color. Go back to the syrup brush. Deselect at the rim. There isn't much rim on the other side. So while I'm here, I'm going to select take this color. Just color this whole thing back in again. Well, it's past 10 now. But I think that turned out pretty good. I could probably add a little bit more shading. Do a little more detail. The one detail I wanted to be sure to add. Where is it? Where am I looking? This is one of the reasons I like this swimsuit for her. The way I did it. Is because in this universe, she actually has used magic to transition genders. And so this is the rune that is able to do that for her. Color that in. So she actually does like that her swimsuit is able to show that off. We'll probably just a little bit of that would be shown there, right? Should chest, we'll say so. And I think that looks pretty, oh, that is a lot darker on that screen than mine here. Interesting. I wonder which is correct. Anyway. I think I like that. So we will call that good for right now. And we will find somebody to raid out to. Whoa. Wow. Okay, yeah, that preview is just way behind. Is my whole stream that far behind? Anyway. Thank you all for watching. Please who came and lurked, or those who stopped by for a minute and decided to be elsewhere. We appreciate you too. Let's see, who is online right now? Spicy pineapple juice. Is currently live. I might stop in and visit them. I believe they are 18 plus, so manage yourselves accordingly. But what is boop? 5 minutes before ads. Okay, we do this quick. We do this quick. If the cat will let us do this quick. Eh. So we will start that raid, and as always, you can say Tantalus stands with you. Again, as always, thank you to everybody who stopped in, whether it was for a minute, the whole stream, whether you were chatting, lurking, whatever. We appreciate you around here. Go take care of SPJ, be nice, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.